What's up everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Welcome to this crazy looking thing. I made a video back when this car was introduced into this game, a very long time ago. But made a video on this car I think back then. However, if you guys are new to the game itself, if you're new to the channel, basically there is something special about this car. Something very broken. Pretty sure that they actually banned this car from some certain online events, if I remember correctly. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like they made a statement about it back then. I think they might have banned it. So instead of patching this car and changing it, I think they just straight up banned it. But this car is in the game. I'm gonna have to look that up though to see if it's like fully legitimate, because if I remember correctly, they actually did ban this thing from entering online events. Yeah, that's how incredibly weird and good this thing is. This is A-Class, by the way. A-Class 770. Now, the reason why this thing is so weird is because once you change the transmission on this thing and you give it the 4-speed, it, I think, automatically drops its class down by a lot. And you can bring it all the way down to A-Class, but this is just not an A-Class car at all. It just isn't. 1,251 horsepower and 4,953 newton meters of torque, and it's an A-Class. Now, I also banned this car from my competition. I'm hosting a competition right now. It's actually maybe like I don't know. I think when this video is out right now, I think the competition is either over or there's one extra day left of this competition. So I'll show you guys pretty much every single run that we're in the top 4 for the people that are going to end up submitting them. And you can see what the fastest runs are. However, my competition is now at the end where people are only using A-Class cars. So someone on my Discord that is actually competing right now said, why don't I make a video on this car on the Golden Toge and see what it's like, due to the fact that, like I said, I straight up just banned this car from being used because it's so fast and it's so good. So right now, I think the fastest time that I've ever gotten on the Golden Toge was like a 4:16 or something like that, if I remember correctly. Now on my actual Discord server, the fastest A-Class tune that people have sent me so far, by the looks of things, is like a 4:35. Yes, there are fastest times, and yes, like I said, with my own build, I managed to get like a 4:16 at one point. However, I'm going to use this build. This is also a Golden Toge specific build. I'm actually going to show you it exactly so you can download it yourself if you want to try it out. So I have the drift build here, which I made way back when. So there you go. You can see exactly when this thing came out. You can see when it came out. In December of 2021 is when I ended up making a build on this thing for drifting. And yeah, this is the other tune. It's pretty ridiculous. This is actually one of the people that is actually competing in this event. Yeah, let's use this thing, like I said, for the Golden Toge and try it out and see. It's been a while since I've actually been on the Golden Toge itself, but it's fine. It is fine. We can try and go on it and see what it's like. Okay, my first time actually driving this thing like this. I don't think I've ever tried it in A-Class, just to drive it around. I think I messed around with it myself, but I think just I slid around and that's pretty much it. But apparently this is the car that will end up holding the world record on this thing. So keep in mind, the fastest I've ever gone before is a 4:16. Now, let's try and do a couple runs with this thing, which I feel like I will have to, because I need to get used to driving it. I also really like the cockpit view of this thing. It's so nice and open, plus you sit right in the middle. Fully electric, obviously. So it's going to be a very quiet run, where you're just going to hear nothing, except just a bit of tire screeching. Oh my god, man. It's just how fast it accelerates out of corners. And the brakes are unreal too. This is stupid. This is just dumb. This is A-Class. I cannot believe how weird this is. Yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you know more about this thing. Has it actually been banned from being used in like online competition? So like, as in, if you're doing any sort of open racing or anything like that, or even in rivals, I don't think you're allowed to even use this thing. I don't remember ever seeing this thing on any sort of leaderboards. Not anymore anyway. It's weird, instead of patching it, they just ended up, I think, banning it. That's how I remember it anyway. You guys can let me know. Went a bit too fast there. It's fine. Can't see where I'm going. I kept trying to steer slightly to the left. Oh my god. I was gonna say it sounds weird, but it just, there is no sound. So the whole time I'm just trying to like not do this in the mic. Like breathe in the mic, because you just hear me breathing as I'm driving this thing. There's no audio as well. Bro. Okay, much better start. Much better. Oh my god, it's off. Yeah. The wooden platform just ruins it. How did I do it the first time? I think I just stayed in first, didn't I? I stayed in first and like throttle control. That's pretty much it. I took it much easier. Be careful, because this is a weird hit, and then ease on the power. Keep it in first, keep it in first, keep it in first. I'm still doing like 80 miles an hour on the corner. God. This is stupid, bro. I'm going too slow. I'm actually going too slow. I saw that when I was like steering into the corner, and I was like still really like pulling into that corner. It's a really good build, actually. I mean, the car itself just is dumb, but the build is actually very good. It's just a little bit too wide there. It's my fault. It doesn't really go too wide or anything like that. It's just... It feels like an S1, like a maxed out S1, or like even an S2 car. Actually, yeah, it feels more like an S2 car than anything else. Oh my god, bro. It's like no noise coming from it. It's so odd. Like no tire noise either. It's just so fast. It has so much grip still. Because it has so much torque as well, like you don't really have to worry about changing gears at the correct time. You just keep it in a slightly higher gear. You're fine, because it'll still just pull like crazy. It's all down now to the grip of the tires, because I think performance with this car is just, that's not even an issue. It's just how much these race tires, these slick race tires, can actually handle up this car. Be careful, because I know that this corner is going to bite me in the ass if I go a bit too fast. I'm still going too slow. I already know I'm going too slow. You know why I know? Because I know I can see how much I'm turning into the corner and how much... Oh, okay, here's a weird one. Stay in the middle! Okay. So weird, man. So weird. I think the only way to get this car now is probably through the auction house. I don't think there is any other way to actually earn this car anymore. I think was it like a car pass car, or has it just been dropped randomly? The festival playlist? I don't even remember how I got this thing back in the day, but it's stupid. It's not fast. It's not just fast for an A class, but it's fast in general on this track. Like, it's just a very fast car. Oh, I'm going too wide. It's really just my fault. It's just the way I'm driving. First of all, I haven't driven on this track in like weeks, or maybe a week. I'm not gonna say weeks, so I'm not 100% sure. Whenever the last time was that I uploaded a video on this track, that's when. I did say that I was gonna play it less and less, and then obviously after the competition I'm gonna kind of drop this track for a while. I'm not gonna play it for... There's no way that this does a sub 4. I might actually do it. Not with my driving though, but... I actually will, even with this horrific driving. It actually does a sub 4. Mad. It's the third fastest car that I've taken on. Well, sorry, it's the third fastest car compared to all the runs that I've done on the Discord, which is just people submitted tunes. That's stupid. The fastest one is the Lamborghini Sesto Forza Edition, and then the second fastest, which is only faster. It's faster by less than a second. If I do another run with this thing, I think I'll smash that, and then I can make this the second fastest car on that list. It's a KTM Expo GT4 or Crossbow GT4. And that is the second fastest car with a 351.797. I'm gonna do one more run with it just because I know I can go faster. That's just mad. That is literally the first time I've ever driven this car on this track, and also in A-Class. This is the only other tune that I've had. You've seen it anyway. When I was looking at my tunes, the only other tune that I had on this car was a drift tune, and that was, like I said, from way back in the day when I made it. And other than that, I've never driven this thing like this before, so I never ever tried it. I was never the type of person to try and use something like this. It just feels very exploitative, and I don't want to use it. You know. Fast, a little wide. Do I keep that run, or I just restart? I might restart. Even though I've done those corners really well there. That's so dumb. So dumb. It's the lack of noise as well that just makes it really weird. It just like picks up speed instantly. Like, just look at it. What the hell? Wow. Oh man, I floored it. It just doesn't care. It just does. It just gets back onto the road again. It just shoots. Oh, I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. It just doesn't care. It just gets back onto the road again. It just shoots off. This is just a stupid car, man. There's no way. Oh, fuck off, man. Oh. It's so obnoxious. It's so obnoxious. It's because the walls aren't like perfectly smooth. That was actually so annoying. God's sake. It was a really smooth run as well the entire way until I smacked into that wall. It's still kind of the second fastest car. It would have been a sub 350. It definitely would have been a sub 350. Oh my god, that's annoying. I'm not gonna do it again because I cannot be bothered. Yeah, I'll give that a like. I just cannot be bothered to go faster. Like, the thing is, the faster you go, the closer you have to get to the walls. And like, if you want to do a perfect run, it's gonna take a long time to do. And I don't really want to do that. But yeah. Oh yeah, let me have a look at something here. So if I go now, what's this? If I go now into rivals, let's say just any event, and I go over into A class. Yeah, I'm not allowed to use this car. I am not allowed to use this car. It's just not there. So I was right. It's just completely banned from all competition in this game. It's a ridiculous thing, man. It's absolutely ridiculous to drive. I think you can probably use... I actually don't even know if you can use it in normal races. I think you could probably just use it in... I think you could probably just use this car in, like, anything free roam, or, like, if you're just driving around and doing races that you find up, like, on the map. Like, if I just go over to the street race up here, I think then I can probably use this thing. Just if you're playing against AI, but if you're playing against other players, or trying to compete with other players in any way, shape, or form, I don't think you're allowed to. So if I do this, am I allowed to use it? Yeah. Yeah. So it's just racing against AI. Other than that, I don't think you can use it. Or like if you're doing any, I don't think you can use it if, let's say for example, you have to go into this and use this. You know, if it was like open any car except you have to use in A class, I don't think you'll be allowed to use this thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it with this car. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a good idea for a video that this dude recommended to me. So yeah, like I said, for drifting, it's kind of fun to drive. And for racing, it is absolutely absurd. It's like one of the fastest cars in this game on any track. Just because, like, not even just in A class, but just open class. It's just so good, and it's so fast. It's just unbelievable how good it is. But yeah, that's it with this incredible car. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.